also, leaving traditionalism behind doesn't mean leaving all the good stuff. In your own life, you've, kind of learn that as you go, and in your family with your wife and your kids, or your extended family with your parents and siblings, like, you guys are still keeping things going that are very Catholic and very fruitful, and like Catholic culture that you're doing in your homes. But how, I don't know if you want to enumerate any of those, like, things that you can keep in your life and that you can promote with other people and grow in community, that could encourage other people who are even thinking about leaving traditionalist groups. Like, it's not all bleak. There's light at the end of the tunnel. Like, what can we say to those people?
Yes, definitely. Everything that is good is meant to be experienced. Everything that is good of God is meant to be experienced within God's covenant family, not outside of it. Because you can only experience the fullness. It's like the difference between being served a hot home cooked meal, and your mother brings out the steaming goodness and puts it onto the table, right? And then you can partake of that with your brothers and sisters and father and mother, and maybe even aunts and uncles and grandparents if there's an extended family gathering, rather than say experiencing that same food outside of that context, maybe going having leftovers that are a few days old, outside of that context, or going through a McDonald's drive-through, right? These lesser, and we all do it, right? I mean, but the different experiences and how the benefits that you are going to have from those two experiences, or the cons, right? You're going to be more healthy, both in your body as well as in your emotions, and your unity with your family in the first context, right? Than you are, going by yourself, going through the drive-through, or eating by yourself, or anything like that, right? Mm-hmm. And so these things are meant, like the scriptures and all of these traditions, all of these things flowed from the heart of the church, right? The church was there first. And that's why in 1 Timothy 3:15, he says that the church is the pillar and foundation of truth, right? Because it's from the church that all of these good things come to us. And so they're supposed to be experienced within that context. And so all these things that you love can be experienced even more fully within the church, and you will get so much more from them, and you'll be so much happier and so much more full of joy, because it'll be happening in the family context rather than in a more limiting and even sometimes selfish environment.